Welcome everybody to Starcraft for Dummies. This is Chino Ream and the newest episode of the low-level critique, and I'm just off today. Trying out my new headset. I just got a brand new behind-the-ear microphone attached headset, so I'm no longer using a iPhone headphones to record anymore, where I had to hold up my mic to my face. So, hands-free technology, you know, the future, as we say here at SC4D. We are going to be looking at a bronze-level Terran versus Protoss. We got the Protoss Maximon facing against the submitter Lazy, blue Terran here. And we are playing on Desert Oasis. If any of you haven't noticed yet, the map Desert Oasis has been removed from 1v1, so I guess I will not go into too much detail about the maps itself. If you've also realized there's been two new maps added. I quite like them both. Very nice. I can't remember what they're called quite, so I will leave that for later. As this game starts up, I'll skip ahead a bit. I'm gonna make a new video soon to do with SC4D and the changes and such that are coming to the channel. And I know why this is lagging. One second, I'm not plugged in here. My game is lagging. There we go. Couldn't tell you why I'm getting this lag. Hopefully it doesn't affect too much. There's going to be a lot of new stuff happening here at SC4D. First, I got my new headset, so better casts hopefully coming. I've searched around for a couple sponsors. Things could be going somewhere. I'm totally going to revamp the channel soon. I started designing a logo, almost done, to completely modernize, I guess, SC4D, get away from that copyrighted logo, because right now I technically cannot use the logo I'm doing, so if we want to go anywhere with like t-shirts or anything that symbolizes SC4D, we need a premium, like, authentic logo that isn't already copyrighted by a company. The name is about as far as we can get away with, so to stay out of any legal troubles, I'm completely redoing it. Own new colors, new logo, new everything. Lots of new things happening here at SC4D, so check that out in the next couple months. There's going to be some new stuff going on, especially with contests. There's a contest coming up soon. I was going to do the contest a bit earlier, but because I want to get some real prizes out for that, I'm going to see what I can do, talk to some people, you know, friends in high places, see what I can do, save that tournament idea for when it can really go somewhere and you guys can really look forward to submitting your replays for that. So, back to the game. This is a bronze level replay. As you can see, a 1 racks with pretty much a couple photon cannons, cybernetics core, Twilight Council Forge, 2 gas going. One thing I can see the problem with this is cannons really are not that necessary. You want to be getting out the units, you want to have a mobile force to defend with. Static defense is not always the best, especially on a map like this where they can just drop you, especially when you're playing a Terran. So let's see, he's gotten out the tank, and he's got a second racks coming up, so a marine tank combination here. The problem I see with some lower level plays like this, there's not enough diversity here going all cannons, or maybe too much extreme. He's not getting out units, he's just getting his second gateway now. I usually like to get my second gateway like half a minute after the first one. 2 gate off the start, maybe do a third. I like to get the warp gate technology up the cybernetics core right after the first gateway. Get your gases going. Not much of a cannon person at all. I like to chrono boost out the warp gates, so you know, all the normal stuff that we see at low levels, not using the chrono boost. Tons of chrono boost energy here that could be used here on the warp gate, here on the probes. Lots could be happening here. As you can see, the Protoss player barely has any more harvesters. Protoss players should be able to get way more harvesters, way more quicker than other races. Well, maybe not Zerg. Terran is sort of the slowest because it's 1 by 1. Can't chrono boost them out, but that's why there's mules. So it looks like a 2-on-1 strategy going down here. A tech lab going down. We might see some banshees, or maybe a Viking. My favorite plan against Protoss when I'm playing Terran is you get the 2 racks fast expand, get a quick Ghost Academy, and get those EMPs ready. Now I might upload one of my own replays because I've been having quite success against high-level Protoss as of late with that strategy, and I'd like to show it to you guys, so check out for that very soon. For now, I just want to pump out a couple of videos of such. Oh, getting the Raven very quick. That's good. That can get scouting. That can throw down PDDs to stop the stalkers from attacking. That can throw down turrets. Oh, and look at here. We've got a Dark Shrine and 2 Dark Templars with 4 Dark Templars. And there's... Well, luckily he's got this Raven coming. Without this Raven, he'd have no detection at all. And whether or not he's searched... Let's see if he's searched. No, he does not see the Dark well, he might have clicked. He might have clicked and seen that that was a Dark Shrine. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe that's why he's getting the Raven. He may have seen it. That would make sense. So, back to full view. 4 Dark Templars, and looks like he's going for the expand. Now, getting your expand down around 10 minutes is pretty key, at least by then. You don't want to wait too long to expand, because then you're running out of minerals and you're getting yourself trapped. And then they find it very easy to trap yourself. I personally, when I'm a Terran, I like to fast expand. I like to get my expands going, so that I can just get up in that economy, take over map control, and let them make the mistakes. Now, you just got to be careful, and you have to search out what your opponent is doing, because you don't want to be 4-gated or something and just have just a lesser army and get totally steamrolled, because that is the main problem when FEing. You're down those 400 middles, and you've got to watch out. So, it looks like we've got a push starting here by Lazy, a couple Marines, and his tanks moving out. His Raven going ahead for the strike. Now, whether or not this is intentional, I'm not too sure, but you always got to make sure when you send all your units for an attack, watch your air units, because they travel much quicker, even just in a straight line. They're going to get ahead. Your medevacs especially, keep them, click on your move, your hotkey for move, and right-click on one of your units and let them travel with your units. That's the best idea, because and if they're medevacs, they're going to be able to just you know, heal them right away. Jeez, why did I have such trouble with this? So, looks like why does it say Maximon? Totally oblivious to the Raven here, so it looks like his DTs might be quite useless. They are very strong weapons, and oh, these cannons just going to eat up the Marines, and he has not even microed them properly. That is a big mistake. Do not just walk your units blindly. If you're going to move your units, use the attack command just in case they run into something. That way you're not losing unnecessary units. So he's got to get these tanks in here to take out these photon cannons really soon. You're going to see these DTs coming hopefully soon. And whether or not he has enough to stop all the DTs, he does not. This is going to be a massacre here, even though he can see them. Here they come in, and oh, they're getting attacked, but they're coming in and oh my, he can't get a surround on them. He needs to start attacking. Oh, the Marine's getting melted and defends it off. If you guys noticed, he tried to attack the tanks. He tried to click right on the tanks and go right for them, and they could not get by the Marines, and the Marines just ate them up. They should have obliterated those Marines and been in here too close. The auto turret helping, but really that was just a miss micro, and he lost all his units because of it. Now with Terran, Protoss, look at his money, 1,000 minerals. He could have 4 more warp gates down and be warping in 6 units at a time. I personally love getting warp gates. I love it. I love pumping out like 8 to 10 warp gates and just massing in my units all at once. And then the thing is with that, you need economy. You need to have a couple expands, at least 1. And it's just a great feeling when you warp in like 12 stalkers. And it looks like reinforcements coming up here. A Thor out with the back wings. That's kind of cool. I'm pretty sure that comes with the extended edition of the game. Not too sure. I didn't get it myself. So more units blocking off this expand for red, and he is just losing minerals. He's eventually going to run out, and he's got to use these 12,000 accordingly. The expand sitting here. We saw him throw this expand around 11 minutes. 4 minutes later, still has nothing to do. Or still has nothing going on. He should be moving these out into here, getting the upgrade and just getting that set, throwing down the refineries, and then come back over here to start microing your units. And 4 Stalkers just gonna get wiped out. Now he's got to get these tanks in position to finish off these photon cannons. And New might ask whether or not these players have talked before. I don't know. Maybe maybe they talked while I was talking at the start, rambling on about stuff. I don't really know. So if you can see here, the 2-1-1 build. By this point in the game, you want to start getting another starport, a couple more barracks even. He has so much minerals to pump out units, but not enough places to pump them out, because it takes a certain amount of time to pump them out. You're just queuing up a whole bunch. You got to get more production facilities to pump them out. Same over here. He could have had way more orb gates, less cannons, way more units, and really he mismicroed his only army, and they got wiped out. And then he just didn't have the means to warp in enough units. He was able to easily warp in 4 Stalkers, but that took so much time because he only has 2 warp gates. What good is that when you only have 2 production videos? Wow, my voice. I don't even know why I just said 2 production videos. 2 production buildings. Sorry. So as you can see, the aggression here by the Terran player with the tanks, easily fending off the Protoss, and the moral of this is scouting. This game was scouting. Back when he searched the base with his scan, he saw this Dark Trine, and right away he reacted perfectly. He got out the Raven. The Dark Templars had no chance. They walked in. They may have had a chance, I don't know, but either way, he had the detection. He was able to defend easily. I can't tell you the games where I've walked into an enemy base and started wrecking them, and then all of a sudden I'm losing tanks. I remember this one time I started losing tanks. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't realize that there were Dark Templars until my Expo was already dying and in ruins, and I pretty much lost that game because of it. So yeah, the countering is key. He saw what was going on in the other player's base, and he reacted to it perfectly. He built up his units. Didn't waste like all his money on getting like 4 Ravens and like a bunch of turrets. He got 1 turret, bunch of units, and a couple Ravens. So it was a very good play by a bronze level player. Over here, Protoss, you need more warp gates. They're so key. You want to tech up too and get that robo out, get the detector out, and maybe some immortals, colossi, and not waste so much money on cannons. All this money could have gone towards robos and colossi and all that, and expanding earlier and all that sort of stuff. It was just too much. So yep, here we are at the end of another episode for Starcraft for Dummies. Hope you guys learned, and I will be back again very soon. Loving my new headset. So till next time, see you guys later. This is Chino Ream signing out.